Hello everyone, welcome to this video, my Prague travel vlog. So this is the first time I'm actually talking to you. I'm in my hotel bathroom and this is our first full day in Prague. As you saw through my many little very cute clips of the Prague city, the architecture is just out of this world. It's adorable. I love it so much. That might be my favorite thing when I'm traveling Europe, just the architecture. Anyhow, we got here like 7 o'clock last night after a 36-hour travel. It took forever, guys. There was an airplane from Melbourne to Singapore, well, a flight Melbourne to Istanbul, but we had a stopover in Singapore and that was 18 hours. And then we had like a 3-hour stopover in Istanbul. And then we took another plane to Prague, which was another 2-ish hours. And then a 40-minute drive to the hotel. So we were all very tired. We just had a quick walk around, quick dinner, and then we all went to sleep. And it's the next day, and we are doing a little tour today. And then we're going to libraries tomorrow. I'm very much so excited for that. Some of the libraries here are called the most beautiful libraries in the world. So very much so looking forward. And it's also really hot. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next clips. Oh wait, my current read is Hamnet. I read 100 pages of it once upon a time, but then, oh my god, these are my airport reads. They've been in for like 3 days. Let's see how they turned out. Anyhow, I read 100 pages of it a few years ago and it was good. However, I was reading Zodiac Academy and I was actually a fan of Zodiac Academy, so I didn't want to stop reading it, so I did soft DNF Hamnet so I could read Zodiac Academy. Anyway, we're back on the train and I'm past the part where I got up to last time, so I'm really invested now. Hamnet is about Hamnet, who was Shakespeare's son, the person who wrote Hamlet, because there's a little foreword in the book that says Hamlet and Hamnet were interchangeable names during that time. So it's about this boy Hamnet and all the people around him and how Hamnet died, and also Hamlet's just a kid. So it's gonna be great. I'm a little over 100 pages in, a little over 1/3, and we'll see how it goes. I'm enjoying it so far, but I've already read most of it so far. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I really wanted it to be really curly like this. Wow. Oh yes, and we're also going off breakfast this morning. And then we have a tour at 10. Just around, I think. And then yeah, so we just have the 2 next days and then we're going to Berlin. Anyhow, I'll see you later with updates. Hi everyone, we have just been going around Prague, really. We came from Old Town, we're in the lesser town now. That probably means nothing to you, but I feel really sophisticated now that I know what they mean. So we just took a tram and now we're near the castle and we're going to go to the castle. We're in the Royal Gardens right now. And we've just been going past some really beautiful buildings. I just love the buildings so much. And I love all the little pot plants and all the flowers on all the windowsills. It's all to die for. So I hope you enjoy the next few clips.
So we are our last day of Prague. As you saw, we visited a library earlier today, the Strahov Monastery Library. And then we just came back to the hotel room for a quick break because I'm so tired. Anyhow, in a little bit, we're going to go to another library, the Clementium library. Yeah, and everywhere, literally everywhere, on every street, there are these chimney ice creams. So there's like this dough, like this donutty dough, like in a swirl, and then there's ice cream in it. You'll see a photo when I get one, but I'm so excited about that. That's gonna be delicious. And then we're just gonna do a little shopping. And that will be the end of this video because we're catching a train to Berlin in the morning. Let's do an update on Hamnet, shall we? So, as you can see, pretty far through. I'm hoping I finish it tonight. I'm at page 350. And there's sort of two timelines going on. So you start with Hamnet and his POV, what's happening in his life, this illness that's going around, and then you get the other POV, which is the majority of the book, and it's Hamnet's mother and his father, which is the father is Shakespeare and the mother is Agnes. And you get them meeting, you get them marrying, you get the children growing up, and you get like all the situations. Right now, in that POV, Hamnet was just born. Hamnet and his twin Judith were just born. But in Hamnet's POV, stuff isn't going so well. So I'm really liking it. There's just the writing in here, so lyrical. There are these paragraphs where they're just so insanely beautiful. And I am really rather enjoying this. And I love Agnes, the mother. She's sort of, everyone in the village calls her a forest spirit. Well, her mother was a forest spirit because she just came out of the forest one day. And then like obviously Agnes is her daughter and she has all this premonition about what's going to happen. And I love that aspect of it as well. Like we don't get confirmation that she's a forest spirit, but it's like, you know, a little bit fantastical to imagine that she is. So we're gonna continue this. And yeah, I'm just gonna chill for a little while longer. I'm still getting used to everything being on the opposite side of the road than it is in Australia. Even people walk on the opposite side of the pathway and I'm always running into everyone. It's hilarious. And also the water is so disgusting and it's I'm probably gonna get really dehydrated just because it's so disgusting and it's so ridiculously hot and humid, but I kind of like it because, you know, it came from winter, now in summer. Gorgeous, lovely. And just the buildings, oh, the buildings are so beautiful. And just walking down these streets with just like beautiful buildings everywhere you turn. And then I'm just gonna have to go back to Melbourne and look at a bunch of concrete blocks, and it's actually depressing. So sad because everything is just so beautiful here. I'm sure you saw in all my video clips, but everything's just so beautiful and I love looking at it. I love the Gothic architecture the most. So far my favorite building has been the Castle Cathedral, that really Gothic structure that you saw that we did yesterday. But also the libraries, they're just so beautiful, and we couldn't go in, so that's like where you only got it from the entrance, but it was still so beautiful. And the roof, incredible. I'm loving Prague so much. So happy we came here. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. you just got the last few clips of what we did for the rest of the day. We went to the Clementium Library, beautiful, gorgeous. We'll definitely be using that as inspiration for my future home library. And then we went shopping for a little bit. We had the chimney cakes. Mine was delicious. It was like an apple. Oh, it was so good. Then we went shopping. I got this new t-shirt and I absolutely love it. And I'll go get what else I got. I got 3 books from a library that was just on our walk every single time we went anywhere. So of course I had to go. There was this, never heard of it before, but the back of it sounds so good, and it was published by the same people that published Sorcery and Small Magics, and that might be one of my favorite reads from this year. I actually haven't read the back in full, so let's do that together. A charming fantasy set in an underwater world with magical academia and a heartwarming pen pal romance. A beautiful discovery outside the window of her underwater home prompts the reclusive E to begin a correspondence with renowned scholar Henry Cal. The letters they share are filled with passion, at first their mutual interest, and then inevitably for each other. Together they uncover a mystery from the unknown depths destined to transform the underwater world they both equally fear and love. But by no mere coincidence, a sea quake destroys Elle's home and she and Henry vanish. A year later, E's sister Sophie and Henry's brother Veyron are left to solve the mystery of their siblings' disappearance with the letters, sketches, and field notes they left behind. As they uncover the wondrous love their siblings shared, Sophie and Veyron learn the key to their disappearance and what it could mean for life as they know it. This sounds so good. So good. And Sorcery and Small Magics was just so good for me. And if this is anything matches anything that Sorcery and Small Magics was, I know I'm gonna love it. So very much so looking forward to that. Then I got The Ballad of Falling Dragons, which was the second book in the Moonfall series. I have read the first book, but I'm currently rereading it as an audiobook. So yes, when I finish the audiobook, I'll get to this. And then we got a Dan Brown book. This is his latest book, and I'm pretty sure it takes place in Prague. Obviously, it was perfect. It was perfect because we are in Prague. And my mom is a big fan of his books. So she got a paperback and I got a hardcover because my mother was just like, okay, we're going to need 2 copies because we'll get the hardcover because it's nice. But everyone but you is only allowed to read the paperback because they'll ruin it. So, love that for me. So then I got this top and I got this top, and there was so many cute, adorable tops, and it was so pretty. And I was just like, why can't the buildings be like this in Melbourne? Why can't the shopping be like this in Melbourne? Why can't the bookstores be like this in Melbourne? Why can't the libraries be like this in Melbourne? It was really just depressing. And I've always wanted a straw hat. So I got a straw hat and it has a scalloped edge, which is just gorgeous. And I will be wearing this on all the beach days. So I can't put it on properly because I have a button, but like... And then I also got this scarf that I've just like put in my hair. I don't know if you can like see that, but hey, I tried. Berlin and say goodbye to Berlin, because we're actually leaving tomorrow and I haven't spoken once since we've gotten to Berlin. And I'm gonna combine the Prague and Berlin vlogs just because I didn't think I filmed enough in Berlin, and like I said, I didn't say anything the whole time we were here. Anyhow, Prague to Berlin, we took the train. Then we had dinner, and it's really dark in here, but I'm sorry because I just got locked out of my room. Anyhow, we had dinner. The next day we did our bike tour, which was lovely. Loved all the buildings. Most of them were rebuilt after they got bombed. Had a lot of history lessons. Then we went to the 5-star bookstore. Love that for us. However, unfortunately, I had to film that like portrait because I realized I didn't have a TikTok for that week. So I filmed that, edited it really quickly. Oh yes, and I also finished Hamnet on the train over. I've decided to give that. I'm still thinking about it. Debating between a 4.75 and a 4.5. Not that it's much of a difference, but let me just cook on this one. Like I said before in the Prague video, the emotional impact of some of those scenes. I was on this train, just bawling my eyes out, sitting by myself, and I had to keep, tissuing. I put my sunglasses on so like no one could see me just bawling my eyes out on the train. It was amazing. It was stunning. You knew what was gonna happen, but there are just these scenes in this book's like deaths. You don't have to it doesn't have to be impactful. It doesn't have to come out of nowhere, and doesn't have to just be shock value, because shock value, it doesn't work most of the time. Like, you're not emotionally attached to that character. But when you just play death scene by scene, day by day, of the grieving family members, friends, amazingly impactful, bawling your eyes out, just amazing. And that's what Hamnet did. It was so good. And that's like also what Wild Reverence did earlier this year. Amazing. So yeah, that was so good. And I started A Conjuring of Light, which is the third and final book in the Shades of Magic series. And I'm about halfway through now, and I just got to a really, really good part. I love Cal. And I love Lila and their banter. I love Rye. I love everyone. Well, not everyone, but But also we're getting some POVs that I kind of just really don't care about. Like, I just want Cal. Hi everyone, this is back in Melbourne, editing Dakota. Yeah, after I finished talking to you, I went to bed, and then the next day we continued our Europe journey in Poland. So if you want to watch that Poland/Dubrovnik, Croatia vlog, you do that. That'll be coming out in the weeks to come. And I hope everyone enjoyed this Prague and Berlin video. I had such a fun time in Europe. I loved it so much. The architecture was insane. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.